swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida Gators offense will take the first swing of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are all...
Breaks into the open. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will go to work for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Coleman. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And listen, I'm just trying to find a way to be positive down there, have positive significant gains, not run, QB sneaks and halfback dives, get the football on the perimeter with somebody with some speed and maybe catch you off guard. It wasn't a great play, but I got some positive yards out of it.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that is... good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets away from one, he's got space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. Plows through the defense. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in, try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Coleman. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call here. They're going back to the ground. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The give to the back. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting.
There he goes! Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on 1st down from the 28. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Johnson looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Howard. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Beebe. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Using his legs. It's Beebe. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. The short hands, it's Simmons. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Fires to the tight end, and that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them. over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Just 3 points on 3 previous red zone trips. The idea is to punch it in this time. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Beebe. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4.
Oh, The attempt is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Creates a little room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass. Want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Beebe. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The give to the left. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Johnson looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Gators are on the move. In the red area, it's Ball. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's so much fun watching this Auburn offense run the option with this quarterback. He's just so dangerous. Defenses don't know how to handle him. I mean, the days of turning around and handing off to Bo Jackson, man, those are gone. Especially with this guy right now. You've got a lot of different guys you got to keep your eye on when it comes to running the football, especially this dude in the option game.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Beebe. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll try to blast their way in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to ride this running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Johnson wants to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just...
Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a top-5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. No offense, fellas, but I'm going to watch the finish of this top-5 matchup here. You guys do you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun, the running back has it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the dub.
Johnson looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. To run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Johnson wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple...
Turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways.
Touchdown, Auburn! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down one possession late in the fourth. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time.
He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Crater. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass on second down. They'll run the screen. Lowers those pads. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Quick completion to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Looking for space. It's Beebe. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. Johnson wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. You're expecting them to throw it here on third.
And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it. Oh, he's got some space. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Johnson looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This almost certainly to win the game. He got it. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.